Beautiful rising. Thank you for joining me for ethereal yoga. We're going to do a modification of the Vinyasa practice for hip opening. And so our peak pose today is also going to be pigeon pose. But I'm going to take you through modified poses using, I have two blocks with me. You can utilize cushions, blankets, something else that may help, even books that can help raise you up. So it doesn't have to be yoga blocks, but anything that can bring the ground closer to you and help rise you up is what we're going to use these blocks for. So I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so today. That way you will know when there's new stuff coming each time. I also have a website with a full library that is a membership that you can also join for a monthly fee. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. And we're going to go ahead and sit at the top of our mat. However you'd like to, if you need to sit Indian style, however you're most comfortable, what I'm going to have you do is we're going to open our arms to a T. We're going to get some breathing movement going on. I like to describe this as being like a butterfly movement. So I'm going to inhale and arch my back and bring my hands together. And on the exhale, I'm going to bring my arms back out again. And again, inhale. Arch the back. Exhale. Arms out. Again. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Drop the right arm down to the ground and place the left arm up and over your head and breathe into your left lung. One more breath. Use your breath with intention with all of your poses today. Drop the left arm down onto the ground and raise the right arm up and over your head, breathing intentionally into your right lung. And exhale. Good. And drop the right arm down. Just to stretch out our shoulders just a little bit more, we're going to go ahead and take the left arm out and bring it in front of you. Take the right arm and help it bring in and stretch out that back shoulder. Okay? Very nice. Great. Let go of the left arm. Take the right arm out and bring it forward. Left arm is going to help bring and stretch out that back right shoulder. Beautiful. Great. Release the right arm. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get into downward dog. Downward dog in the modifications does not have to be straight leg. The goal is to keep the spine straight and arms straight, but you can bend the knees, okay? And if it's too much for you and downward dog doesn't feel good, please come down to tabletop. This is tabletop. So when I say downward dog, you come to tabletop instead. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, straight arms, bend the knees if need. I like to adjust myself, twisting myself out a little bit. Good. Find where that placement is good for you. I come up on my toes, go down my heels, up on my toes, go down my heels. Good. All right, we're going to raise the right leg and knee to your chest. Drop the right foot in between your hands and lower your left knee down. And this is going to be a low lunge. Now, you can use your blocks and place them on the side of you so you can get a deeper stretch if you need. You can stay here or you can bring yourself out into a lunge here. You can find yourself here. Either way. Okay? Give yourself a nice stretch. And make sure that you check in with yourself. When I say check in with yourself, check in with your jaw, check in with your shoulders. Relax. Stay a while. Okay? Practice is going to be amazing and incredible and such a good release for you. Very good. Now we're going to do a little bit of a twist. I like to take my block and lower it down one level, down to this, and place my left arm onto my brick. Take my right and fold my right arm up and over my left hip. You get yourself a nice little stretch here. Good. Release the arm, bring it back forward. Right. Good. I want you to place the block down. I want you to swing yourself over to your left side, left arm onto the ground, right foot on the ground. Release the right arm up over your head and make sure that that foot is super strong on the ground. You're going to feel a really good alignment all the way through your shoulders to your fingertips in this pose. And then slide yourself back over, swing it. And we're going to come into lizard pose. Well, lizard pose for modified is bring two of your blocks to the left side of your right foot. And you can hold yourself here, or you can lower yourself down to your forearms. Give yourself a really nice stretch here, nice hip opening. Release. Because our peak pose is pigeon pose is one of those really emotional release poses. And so you will find that as we work through your hips, you may feel such an emotional release that you're not used to. If this is too much for you, like I said, stay up like this. Don't overdo yourself, right? It's okay. Work at your pace. This is your journey, not mine. I'm just here to help. Great. Bring yourself back up. Bring your block back to the right side. We're going to go ahead and bring your blocks back to you. And we're going to do half split. So flex the right foot and bring yourself back to your other left foot, right? And you can stay here. If you want, with each breath, you can find yourself lowering down. Don't overdo it. Let's just feel like a nice stretch. Very good. I want you to take your right block. I want you to place it right next to your knee, okay? And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to slide myself sitting on the block, right? But you have your left knee is still bent. Good. We're sitting here. We're just stretching out our hips a little bit more. And if you feel good, you can go ahead and pull yourself forward a little bit. And a good place for your block too. This will help not injure your knees, right, when it's so folded. Good. Raise yourself back up. Bring yourself back into downward dog. Bend your knees if you need still. And reel it out a little bit. All right. I'm going to go ahead and step forward to your right and to your left for Malasana. Place a block underneath you. You're going to come and you're going to sit on your block, but continue to keep your legs open with your hands heart center, placing your elbows at your knees. So I'm here, okay? Make sure that you are placing your elbows at your knees to open your hips up. Align your back upwards, right? Sitting up, upright. Nice straight spine. Breathe here. I like to play in Malasana here and there, so if you can and you're up for it, raise yourself up on your toes, and then release it back down. And back up on your toes, and then bring yourself back down. 2 more. Raise back up on your toes, and back down. 1 more time. Up on your toes, hold, 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 hold. And drop it back down. Very good. Take the block out from underneath you. And step back for downward dog. We're going to go ahead and do our left side next. So left leg raised up. Left knee to chest. Drop the left foot down in between your hands. Lower your right knee. Use your blocks again for a low lunge, right? Very nice. Keep checking in with your breath here. Let go of any tension that you have going on. Very good. I flip my block, place my right hand onto my block, take my left hand, swing it out from underneath me, behind my other hip. Just give yourself a nice twist. You're going to feel a very different pose in your hips. If this doesn't feel good, you can continue to stay in low lunge. Release the arm, bring it back. Wonderful. And slide, swing yourself over to the right side, right arm on the ground, left foot on the ground, and left arm raised up out. Make sure that that left foot is really strong on the ground. Feel some good pull all the way down. See all that alignment right here? Oh, feel all that energy all the way to your fingertips. And swing yourself back over to your left foot. Prepare yourself for lizard pose. So bring your 2 blocks to your right side of your left foot. You can either stay here or feel free to lower yourself down. Check in with yourself. Where are you? Where's your breath? Where's your mind? Stop thinking about everything else that you have to do today. We're only thinking about this present moment right here, right now. Very good. Raise yourself back up. Take yourself back, right? Bring both your blocks to the left side of you and bring it back for half split. And just gradually lower yourself down towards your butt and towards your foot, right? You're kind of like lowering, right? Keep your foot flexed. If you want to, you can always take yourself down lower. Don't overdo it. Good. Take your left block, place it underneath to the right side of your knee, and slowly lower yourself to sit down. So your foot is underneath, right? Flex that foot still, and gradually crawl yourself forward. Very good. And raise yourself back up. Take the block out from underneath you. Place those back forward. And bring yourself back up for downward dog. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring ourselves back forward again, stepping to the right and to the left of our hands from Malasana again. Placing that block underneath and sitting down. All right. And this time we're not going to do our toe raises at all. We're going to go ahead and place both of our hands. I like to use my block on the ground when I'm raised to the ground. And so I'm going to place both my hands on my block here. Take my left arm, stretch it out over to my left side, over to the right. Stretch it out. And bring your left arm back down. Place it on the block. And now your right side. Raise up. Feels so good. And bring it back down to the block. And then heart center. Malasana. Good opening of the hips. Good job. All right. Take the blocks out from underneath you and place them in front of you. And I like to place them in front of me like this. And once you step your feet together, we consider this forward fold and modified variation. So if you need to hold yourself here, you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. The goal of this is to be able to lower yourself down. I like to lower myself down with my knees bent majority of the time. So release. Hold yourself back up. And then if you can, on the exhale, hold yourself in a little bit. Doesn't have to go very far. You don't need to. You can come here and just drop a little bit, whatever feels good. But the goal is keep the spine in straight alignment, okay? Only on the exhale do you release it down. And then inhale. Back up. Great. And bring your arms back up. Raise yourself all the way up to the sky and bring your hands back heart center. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go raise the left foot, gradually balance yourself and just step your left foot back. Okay, into crescent. And crescent is here. Hold yourself here for a second. Open your arms up for cactus. Arms up above your head. And then I want you to fold your arms all the way back behind you. Clasp your hands behind your back and open that heart. Using those shoulders. Good. And then release your hands and reach forward. And I call this, you are going to be your own superhero today. Wonderful. Get your hands back on your block. Okay. I want you to turn yourself a little bit. Windmill yourself over for warrior two. And then we're going to go ahead and release back. Straighten both your legs. Reverse triangle. Bring it back to warrior two. And then I want you to grab your right block. Place it down behind your right foot. Here, straighten your right leg. We're going to do right triangle. So shift your body to the right. And then gradually come down and find your block. Find that good placement there. And hold yourself here for a second. Very nice. If you are comfortable with it and want to shoot for half moon, bend your right leg. Place your block in front. Let that be your balance, right? Raise your left foot up. And then find your arm placement. Good. And then bring it back down. And bring it back up for reverse triangle. And windmill yourself forward. And step foot forward. Arms up. The sky. Heart center. Good job. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other foot. So we're going to go ahead and lift the right foot. Drop it back. Behind you slowly. Drop it behind you. Find that placement for crescent. Good. Very nice. Reach your arms out for cactus. Reach your arms up, overhead, and then slowly bring your arms back down behind you. Clasp your fingers together. Open heart. Unclasp your hands. Bring your hands forward. And superhero. Place your hands back down on your block. Slide your feet over to the side. Windmill yourself out. And find warrior two. Straighten your right leg and your back leg. Reverse triangle. Come back down to warrior two. Grab your other block. Place it behind your left foot. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Shift your hips. And then lower yourself and find that block. Gaze up towards the ceiling if you can. Very nice. If you want to and you're up for it, bend your left leg, jump for half moon, find that balance with the block. Lift the right leg, flex the right foot, and find that balance. And drop the right foot slowly. And then come back to reverse triangle. Great. Bring yourself back forward. Both hands on the ground. Come back for downward dog. Very nice. I want you to come down, plank. Good. Drop to the knees. And then I want you to lower yourself for chaturanga. And then come up. You're so good. And then back down. Bring yourself back up. Downward dog. Let's do that again. Okay? I want you to drop to the knees. Chaturanga. Drop all the way down. And place your push up for you're so good. Good. Lower yourself back down. And bring yourself to tabletop. We're going to go ahead and do cat-cow. So on the inhale, think about bringing your navel to the ceiling. Inhale. Navel up. Exhale. Navel down. And a good release. Inhale. Navel up. And exhale. Release. Again. Navel up. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Perfect. All right, I want you to take your block, place it underneath you here. I want you to sit back in the child's pose and stretch your arms out against your mat, head on the ground. Relax for just a second. Stretch out that spine. Very good. And bring yourself back up. Grab your block. Place it at the top of your mat. Come up for downward dog. I want you to lift the right leg, knee to chest, drop your foot right in front of you, and we're going to do a pyramid pose modified. So place your foot as close as you can to your, until you're comfortable. And then you're going to have your blocks right here on the side. Pyramid pose is down here. So whatever you are comfortable throughout each of your breaths, Every exhale, you can lower yourself down. If you need to, and you need to bend your right leg, please do so. You can bend your right leg in the front. But keep your left leg, right? You can bend that as well. Don't feel like you have to have straight. The blocks are to help keep the ground, closer to you. If you feel like you can lower your blocks even more, you can do so. This is all about you. Okay? Very nice. I want you to place your blocks and bring them with you, turning yourself all the way to your other side. Okay? We're in a pyramid on the left side. So if you need to bring your foot in further or out more, whatever's most comfortable for you, keep finding that breath. Again. All right. I want you to take your blocks, bring your feet together, and space them out. We're going to come into a forward fold. However far your feet need to be, okay? And this is the forward fold and wide-legged. So place your blocks here, or turn your blocks even more. You can lower even more. The goal is to get yourself down here. You need to bend your knees, right? Goal is to be able to ragdoll yourself down. If that is too much, this is what your blocks are for, to keep you, you can release those hip hinges right here. That's what this is for. Right, use your blocks to be your guide. Very nice. All right. And bring your blocks to the top of the mat. Place your hands down and downward dog. Time for pigeon pose. So we're going to go ahead and raise the right leg. Bring the knee to chest. Lower your right knee down. Take your block and place it underneath your hips, right? Find that spot. I like to use my other block in front of me, right? Find that spot that feels comfortable because it's helping to raise you up. And I place my block just like that. And if you feel like you can lower yourself down, turn your block. And check in with yourself here. That breath. Find it. And clench. Let go of all those muscles and everything, right? Just this nice release in your hips. Very good. Raise yourself back up on your block. Place both your hands back onto the ground. And then step yourself up. Back to downward dog. We're going to do the same thing with our left. Raise the left leg up. Knee to chest. Lower the left knee down on the ground. And find yourself on your other side, right? You need to move that block to get comfortable. Right, just like this. You want to lower yourself. Very nice. you guys are feeling that same release that I'm feeling. A lot of energy comes out of our hips. When we twist ourselves out, I feel like we're almost wringing ourselves out like a cloth, you know, just all that excess just pouring out of you. That's what we're doing here. Raise yourself back up. Put your hands both back on the mat. And raise yourself back up to downward dog. Let's move the block out of the way now. Why don't you go ahead and lower yourself to the ground. This time you're going to sit all the way down flat. Place your feet in front of you. We're going to go ahead and take your right leg, right foot, place it up and over your left. And then I want you to place your right hand behind you. Take your left arm, raise it up to the sky, and then slide it down in front of your knee. And this is going to be where you're going to be able to use your arm to gauge a little bit more of a stretch. Okay? Very good. Very nice. Feel that nice pull. Release your arm back down. Let your right leg go. Bring your right leg forward. And now you're bringing your left leg. Place your left foot over your right. Left arm behind you. Right arm up. And then slide it down in front of your knee. And use that again. Give yourself a nice twist. Nice stretch. And pay attention to your spine here. The more you lift up, the better stretch you're going to feel in your glutes. If you're slouching, you don't really feel much of a stretch in your glutes at all. But if you raise yourself up, right, keeping the spine aligned, you'll feel a much different stretch. Very good. And let go of the knee. Place your foot back down. Very nice. We're going to butterfly. So that means you're going to bring both your feet together. Take your blocks each right on the side of you here. So that way you don't have to have your knees all the way down for butterfly. Right? Nice pose. Grab your feet together. Sorry guys. She loves to join my practice. Sit up right here. And I like to play with my butterfly pose a little bit. So when I do, I grab my ankles and I arch my back out. Exhale, and then on the inhale, move myself forward. Have a dance, right? Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, bring it back forward. Exhale. Bring it back forward. And exhale. Last one. Good. All right. Take the blocks out from underneath you. Lay both of your legs down. Lay yourself back on your mat, but keep your knees bent still. Take your right ankle, place it over your left knee, and then if you can, if this isn't stretching your glute, if you can lift your left leg up and hold with your hands, you will feel a much better pull happening, stretching out your muscles that we just worked on. Make sure that you're breathing and exhaling out everything that no longer serves you. Those emotions that you walked in with and not walking out with, you're going to walk out with an energy of a positive high of all this yoga that we just did. Drop your left foot back down. Release your right foot off your knee. Take your left ankle, place it up over your right knee. Figure four, and then lift up your right leg for that additional pull. Gorgeous. So amazing. You guys are amazing. Incredible journey that you're on. Giving your body the nourishment that we need to live life, right? To live an incredible, amazing life with this vessel of ours. Lower your right leg back down. Let go of the left ankle off the knee. And stretch out those legs all the way down because we're going to end now in Shavasana, right? And I promise I'm not going to talk about all of this, but I want you to make sure that you are not really thinking about what you need to do next or what you forgot to do today or did I need to go to the grocery store. Don't think about those types of things right now. Just be in that present moment right now and release everything that is not serving you. When you're done, make sure that you turn to your right side. Take the pressure off your heart before you come back up. And then raise yourself back up to the top. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope that you guys got the release that you guys needed. This, again, was a hip release, very kind to your body. Feel all the emotional baggage that you just completely let go of. It has been a wonderful, wonderful journey with you guys today. I appreciate you. Again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. And also I have a full membership, full library of many classes online as well at my website. So thank you so much. Namaste.